This is the second video in which I discuss student work, students' review of literatures for the 5 popular sources on robotics. And these ones, well, in order for this material to make better sense, you need to have seen the previous video. So make sure that you take a look at that. But this video now covers opening sentences that do a better job at pinpointing exactly how those the technologies mentioned in the 5 articles I gave you, really connect with each other. So let's take a look at how the students here open their work. Okay, in our world, increasing technology is making it easier than ever to become attached to our technology. That's a little, I'm not sure what in technology makes it easier to become attached to technology. There's a logical redundancy there, a fallacy that's hidden deep in that. So I don't like that first sentence. All right, but the second sentence gets much closer to the crux of the matter. Our new technologies give us comfort, guidance, and the ability to live a different life, or continue living once we are dead. Now that again, I don't know how you can live when you're dead, but you have to define your terms better. But this idea of the comforts and guidance and a promise of a deeper, more flexible and adaptable sense of the self, you're getting there, right? So this was a little better than the opening sentences that just mentioned technology in a vague way. But this would still be, you know, like a 3.7, I think, on a 4 scale. Let's look at the next one. People today have a sort of subconscious connection with technology in more ways today than ever before, and may even be interfering with their everyday lives. Technology can have different effects on us mentally, and perhaps not even be able to tell the difference between fake and real, and perhaps. Now, there are some syntactical problems here. We need to get a little stronger with the formation of the sentences. But essentially, the student is beginning to recognize what we're talking about here is connection with technology. Technologies, the emerging social technologies, penchant or likelihood to make us forget that it's fake and begin to treat it like a real person. But notice here that there's still no mention here about, you know, the personability of it. So, but this is getting closer, all right? So this is a more strong opening. And now here's this one: machines are becoming humans, and are slowly taking people's place, and through the daily use of technology, turning us into machines. I think this is interesting. I just think it needs to be much more carefully worded. All right. But at least this is better than saying technology affects us. Okay, because part of the crux here is that people are confusing in a intellectually sloppy moment, and these moments are becoming more frequent. They're confusing the technology with the person, and they're beginning to treat technology, a thing, as if it were a person, which mandates a very different type of relationship for us humans. But we're beginning to grant this type of relationship in its fuzzy contours to machines, all right, to these computers. So this is, you know, this is making very large claims, all right. So we need to work on the claim level here and be a little more qualified, more carefully. But the idea is being approached, all right. So this is a little better than saying just technology affects us in vague. All right, these last 2 are probably the best openings I've seen. In our increasing digital world, I think this should be in our increasingly digital world, the social devices we use every day are affecting our behaviors both mentally and socially. All right, now we're getting there, but I would like to know whether the affecting is positive or negative, is addictive, is deep set, is dangerously affecting. So I would still like it to be a little more specific, but this is much better than just saying technology affects us. All right, now let's look at this last one. Social robots make an emotional attachment to the owner, causing issues with the owner making emotional attachment with non-robots. In other words, humans. The person gets physically and mentally addicted to the robotic device because it is stable and always accessible, even though the device has no attachment to the person. All right, now we have a little bit more perspective here, a little bit more of a penetrating analysis. I personally, I think it might be off the mark just a little bit, but this is a much better opening than the average one I see in this type of assignment. So here, this is a 3.9 or a 4. Again, if you basically did the assignment, the meat of it, those The large part of it was just, list out the author's name, the titles, summarize the sources, and get that part done. You got a good grade on this assignment. Well, I'm trying to show you what distinguishes something like a 3.7 from a 3.9 or a 4. And these ones here are getting much more to that summary statement that I was looking for and hoping for to see in more people's work in this assignment.